Good morning. Welcome to today's Do3 briefing. Why am I out of focus? What's going on? Is that because that's in the way? Let's see what's happening here. Is that going to work? Am I going to sit here out of focus all the way through today? We're live on Instagram as well. They're wondering what I'm doing because I'm trying to sort out a YouTube camera at the same time. How strange. How strange. Let's move the camera a bit closer. Let's see if that works. Okay. Is that any better? No. Oh dear. Oh dear. You'll have to have me out of focus. Right. No idea what's going on here. I'm going to turn the camera off. Hang on, 2 seconds. Turn the camera off. Oh, you guys on Instagram, I'm just trying to sort out a YouTube camera here, which is going to cause chaos. I'm back on. We're back on. Right, we're going to leave it like that. I'm not going to touch it now. Okay, you've got a bigger view, not so zoomed in. Maybe I've left my camera on for about 2 days and it's decided to throw a bit of a wobbly. Right, so what we've got today then. So welcome to the Do3 Daily Briefing. Got Instagram here, got YouTube here, Facebook here. We're basically everywhere this morning. So I'm multitasking. I'm going to put a picture out of what the setup looks like. Thanks, John, saying I look better when I was blurry. Thanks for that. That's appreciated. Yeah, so I'm multitasking. I'm going to send a picture out of what this setup looks like to try and make this happen. Anyway, apart from the blurry thing at the start, it's all good. So what we're going to do then is we're going to go through the training that we did this morning and we're doing tomorrow. So you guys on Instagram aren't going to see this. So I'll explain what it is. So first of all, we go through the training that we do at 6 o'clock in the morning. I've got any kind of going on here. This is my fault for doing too many things at the same time. So what we've got then, I'm showing on the screen there to the guys on YouTube and Facebook that we did a speed and power bike session this morning, 6 a.m. this morning. Every day we're doing it. We did a 7-minute warm-up. And then we did 2 lots of a minute at 9 out of 10 effort. We're going on from 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10 efforts, just because it's easier for people remotely kind of understand what that means. So 9 out of 10 effort for a minute, then a minute recovery, doing that twice. And then we moved on to 10 out of 10 efforts for a minute. It's the maximum that you can hold for a minute. Dropping back down to 2 minutes easy afterwards, and then doing that twice more, so 3 times altogether. And then we did 30-second intervals. So again, 10 out of 10, but 30 seconds. So you can go much harder for 30 seconds with a minute's recovery in between those. And they are pretty tough. They are pretty tough. We did 4 of those altogether. Then we dropped back down, did a couple of minutes at 8 out of 10 with 2 minutes recovery. They felt nice and steady. Roundabout kind of FTP test effort. So the amount of kind of the effort that you could hold for 20 minutes thereabouts. And then it's a pyramid. So basically it went back down the other side. So 4 30-second intervals, the 3 1-minute intervals, and then the 2 minute, 1 minute intervals to finish, and then a cool down. All right. So that was for an hour session. I did it properly this morning. Let's get rid of that off the screen. I did it properly this morning and it's a bit of a killer. It was one of the toughest ones I've done for a while. But got through it. It's all good. They're the best type of sessions. Andy Cunningham, was it really hard this morning or was it just me? Yeah, it was really hard. It was really hard this morning. Sometimes when I do these sessions, because I do them every day, I do basically 2. I'm doing 2 hours a day every day. I have done for the last 8 weeks now, so my legs are getting a bit cooked. So sometimes I'll dial it back. You won't quite know if I've dialed it back or not remotely. But yeah, I did it full gas this morning and it was hard. It was hard. You know, to the point where you finish the interval and your legs are seizing up and it takes you 10 to 15 seconds to kind of get over that big lactic burst. And then it comes back again. Jez, don't burn yourself out for Saturday. I think you're talking about the race there, Jez, which we'll talk about in a minute. Don't worry. I'll be there. I'll be there, Mr. Emmett. We'll be waiting for you. Okay, what have we got next? Birthdays. We've got Stefan Egol Lemoire.
Happy
from the squad. It's his birthday today. No idea how old he is. I would guess. No, I won't guess. I won't guess. Happy birthday, Stefan, anyway. Can we still, it's coming on Instagram, can we still get that session somewhere? Yeah, this is going to be on YouTube, so all the sessions are on YouTube. So if you're watching us on Instagram, all these videos, we're live on YouTube now at the same time. So those sessions will be, you can screen grab them or you can pause them or whatever, but they'll be there for you. So Do3 Coaching or Do3 TV on Instagram, you should be able to find us. If you can't find us, send me a message and we'll send it through, send the link through to you. So that should be there for you to follow. If you got any comments, anybody, on anywhere that you're watching from, got stuff coming in from Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, then drop me a message and we'll say hello or answer your questions, whatever pops up. Right, next thing today, we've got 11s. This is for the squad, you guys, which are watching on YouTube. Maybe not appropriate for you guys, but we have a squad briefing or squad meeting at 11 today, called it 11s. And because of the social distancing rules and everything, we're just treating that as a weekly get together where we just sit and have coffee and have a chat. Simple as that. Sometimes we do some Q&A and we just go with the flow and see what happens. So that's 11 o'clock today. So I think the guys in the squad know how to join up to that. If you don't, then give me a shout. What else have we got? So thank you to you guys who are sending in the athlete videos. Again, we got a couple more yesterday from Mark and Mark Bosdogan, and Clody sent me through a video. So again, we're trying to promote the fact that we have all sorts of abilities within the squad and we're not super elite. I think some people are put off by the fact that they think we're like kind of top level squad and no one else is allowed in. That's simply not the case. Really wide range of abilities. So and these videos, just 10 questions that we put out there for you, asking you guys to answer 10 questions. And it's great for us to get to know one another a little bit more. The coaches have done one as well. Most of the coaches have done one anyway. I'm having a little slide dig at someone there, and then they know who that is. They know you know who you are. In fact, just to make it even more obvious, I'm not going to do that. That's not going to work. I'm going to draw this. There we go. Mentioning no names, Corin. We'll have it today. We'll have it today. Meet the coaches, your video. I'm expecting that. No pressure. Okay, so that's that. Right, so the race on Saturday morning, we are doing a race. Now, if you guys on YouTube on Instagram, want to get involved in this, I'm quite happy. I'm sure we won't be absolutely swamped with people. So if we've got some extra people coming along, we have it's a squad race, but I'm quite happy to leave it open. So if you want to get involved in that, then yeah, you send me that face, Corin. I can see that. If you want to get involved in that, what you need to do is you need to follow me on Zwift. So search for Dave Knight, in brackets afterwards, do3.co, in brackets, do3.co, or just search for Dave Knight and you should be able to find me on there somewhere. Search for that, search for me, follow me, and the best thing for you to do is to put Do3, D-O-3 after your name, because what I do is I do a search for that and should be able to find you and add you to the list, as long as they're not faster than you, Jez. No, I'm sure they won't be faster than you, but no, anyone's welcome to come along. If it gets massive, then we'll have to deal with that as and when, but I'm sure it won't. And the race this morning is, what I'm talking about, on Saturday is, let's see if I can show this on the screen. You won't see this on Instagram, but we're showing the Road to Sky on Zwift. So what we're going to do on Saturday is we're going to start at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. British summer time, for those of you that are living elsewhere. And we're going to ride for an hour, do a meet-up ride on Zwift. So we stay together for an hour, first of all. So a nice warm-up, bit social, and we're going to ride from the start of the Road to Sky course, and we'll probably get a little tiny bit of the way up the climb in that hour, because it's a fairly long ride to the actual start of the climb. So wherever we get to at that 1 hour point, the meetup stay together thing will switch off, and basically it will then be a race to the top of Alpe to Zwift. So say we've got 40 minutes to go to the top of the climb, then that's going to be it. We're going to absolutely go full gas to the top there. So, and then we'll probably roll back down the other side just to cool down. But if you want to quit just after you've got to the top, that's fine. Short time. I would imagine it will take maybe 2 hours altogether. Okay, so that's probably going up the hour and then climbing up and then over the top a little bit. It's probably going to kind of allow for a couple of hours for that. All right, but we do that anyway normally with the race and the warm up and the cool down, so it's around about the same kind of time. So if you want to get involved in that, follow me on Zwift. So Dave Knight, do3.co after my name, and you should be able to find me, and put do3 in brackets after your name, and I should be able to search for you as well. All right, so let's see what comments we've got coming in. Steamy. You saying I'm steamy, Joe? I think that must be because it was all foggy at the start, all out of focus. Yeah, I'm surprised. It probably is off me actually, because I was absolutely cooking this morning. Morning, Jez. Andy, yes, it was really hard this morning. We've already spoken about that. Don't burn yourself out for Saturday. Don't worry about that, Jez. We'll be there. We'll be there. No, they won't be faster than you. Most of the comments from you, Jez, this morning. What will riders be on for the race? On erg mode? No erg mode. So we'll have a chat. I'll put a message out about the rider difficulty setting for Saturday. It should be set to a kind of a realistic level. All right. So we're not going to all have it on 0 because that's going to be too easy. So I'm not too concerned really, as long as you're kind of on trainer setting kind of in the middle, so 5 to 10. So at least you're feeling some of the climb. You still have to put the same amount of effort in, the same power in, but all that happens is when it kind of ups and downs, you just won't feel those changes in difficulty. All right, but you still will have to push out the same amount of watts to get to the top. All right, so you kind of don't really, it turns it from a steady ride into an interval ride, I guess you could kind of put it that way. Can't wait for the session tomorrow, Laura. Good. Tomorrow? That's the same as today. Were you there this morning, Laura? I can't remember. I should know that, shouldn't I? And what else have we got? YouTube. Yeah, so we're on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. We're trying to grow the squad. This is a new thing for us. And the idea of the YouTube channel really for us is to try and, it sounds a bit corny this, but we're trying to put a service out to people. We're real athletes, we're real coaches, we train together day to day with athletes all around. There's a lot of local athletes, but all around the country, and athletes further afield as well. So we're trying to put stuff out which is really useful to people who are training day to day. Okay, so not all the glitzy and glamorous stuff, but a bit more kind of gritty and real stuff that goes on within the squad. Did a review yesterday of the Form, or the day before yesterday, of the Form goggles. I'm not going to do super detailed reviews. That's not what we're about. It's more like how we can use products, what products are like from a real time, kind of real athlete perspective. Do they leak? You know, would you buy them? Nice and simple information that you need to know without all the kind of the detail. I haven't got time to do detail like that. So put information out which is interesting and informative and useful to everybody. All right. The idea is to try and get people into the sport who are looking to get in, help people out, try and help people improve, let people know what we're doing as a squad and how we're trying to work together, and maybe get some people who are not actively involved with the squad at the moment, maybe to jump onto some of the sessions and do some of the sessions with us, or at least do a similar kind of training to us. All right. So there's lots of stuff to come. So that's the purpose of the new YouTube channel, and why we're doing a lot more of this live stuff. So we do have a YouTube working group. So thanks to the guys that have kind of connected up to help me with that. We're just starting that off now. Now this is us. Just press the button. This is us. We are a whopping 102. 102. It looks like 105 on Instagram, but 102. My daughters came in and saw this yesterday, and they started taking the mickey out of me, saying it was pathetic. And of course, everyone's got to start somewhere. We're at 102. We were on 96 yesterday. And it's gone up from scratch up to that level in a couple of weeks. So that's all good. So we're going to keep on. This is to motivate and to share the progress with everybody out there. All right. So I'm going to show you this every day, and hopefully it'll go up by at least one a day. Go up one a day. It went up by one. I was really pleased, and it went back down again yesterday. So it's at that kind of level. But I'm quite proud of this. I'm not ashamed that we're on 102. We're not on 10 million like some people are. But we've got to start somewhere. That's all good. Haven't got a problem with that. So follow us on YouTube, Do3 TV. Do3 Coaching, or Do3 TV. It's all the same thing. I think that's it, unless there's anything from anybody else. No, there's no questions or anything coming in. So that's it, short and sweet today. So I hope you found that useful. Don't forget 11s is, briefing is every day apart from weekends. We're not doing it weekends because I'd like a day off at some point. Don't get many days off, so try and have some rest at weekends. All right, so I shall catch up with you guys next time. Nice to see you on Instagram. Got loads and loads of people watching Instagram, so nice to see you on there. And stay tuned. See you next time.